Hello everyone, this is Cam and welcome to another BOTB video, and today we are covering the brand new midweek competition picture, week number 13. So before I get started guys, make sure don't forget to give us some thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining the Patreons guys, link in the description below. Membership starts from only £3 per month and you can get access to the VIP WhatsApp and the Facebook group. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. We need to reach 1000 subscribers by end of April, so make sure guys, make it happen. Make sure you subscribe, turn that notification icon on so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you haven't subscribed to my main channel, where I do 6 live streams every single week, so 3 for the dream card, 3 for the midweek every single week. The main channel is called Cam Hassan. Make sure you subscribe to that too if you are into BOTB. Anyway, as you can see, this midnight, just 1 past midnight, so I stayed up just to make that video for you guys so that you can come up with a good area. As you guys know, on last week's midweek competition picture, when I made that video, the coordinate that I put it on, the one that I suggested, that was only 6 pixels away from the winning coordinate. So if someone did play that coordinate, they would have won or be a runner-up or something. Even me myself, I didn't play those coordinates. I came up with the last minute coordinate and just played, and I was in zone 2. Anyway, so let's have a look at the headlight cars. Nothing really excites me in here. You know, they're brilliant cars for some people. They're like dream cars and stuff. You know, the Apt S3 tuned by Apt, and then the Motec M135i X-Drive, the four-wheel drive version of it, and then the Litchfield GI Yaris and the Mount Tune Fiesta ST M260. So if you fancy one of those cars, go ahead and play for it. Not bad, good value though, cheap tickets and stuff. But I'm gonna go for the most amazing Mercedes A45S AMG. Okay, right, so I'm gonna add about 10 tickets, because if you do play more than 10 tickets, you can get 40k cash with it for the price of 20k cash slider. Do you know what I mean? So just add that. You know, 10 tickets about 22 quid. Obviously I haven't got any credit yet. I'm waiting for the credit for my obviously when the dream car competition comes out, credit comes out, that's when I'm gonna play. So let's have a look. Alright, so here's a picture. Not too bad actually. I quite like these kind of pictures. There's 3 players in the frame. The guy in white and black, he has probably just headed the ball. He just made an impact. You can tell by his hairs, like, you know, how his hairs are like, he just did that. And obviously the top part of his hairs are a bit pushed down as well, a little bit pressed down, so that means the ball is going to be very close to him. Before I draw any lines at all, let me just quickly have a look at this. So as you can see in here, reason I did that, because it is going to be very close to his head, but you have to think logically that obviously the size of the ball is going to be quite big, because those 3 players are quite big in the frame. So it's how close it's actually going to be. I mean, the judges can absolutely mess it up. You never know where they're going to go and everything. Are they going to take that into consideration, that the ball itself is going to be quite big? You know, it's not going to be inside, part of the ball not going to be inside his head or something. Do you know what I mean? So these kind of things you have to take into consideration. But I am only going to tell you what would look good on this picture based on, you know, the picture and drawing lines and everything. So let's have a look. Right, so okay, before I actually go there, let's start drawing lines in here. Okay, so this guy here, the guy in yellow on the left, which is this side, as you can see, his head is quite a bit tilted back. Obviously they are going to be very close to each other. These two are from the opposite team. They will try to win the ball, and this guy is basically trying his best to win the ball or head of the ball or push it away or whatever he's doing. And them guy are just about to probably, you know, they just came very close. But its problem is it's all a matter of millisecond basically. So let's have a look. All right, so like I said, his head tilted back, but there is no white under his eye, so he's looking in an angle how his head is positioned. I mentioned that in my last video as well. So because there is no white under his eye, it is going to be kind of 90-degree angle, but that wouldn't make perfect sense. But you have to understand that he doesn't have to look at the exact center of the ball. He can be looking at the bottom edge of the ball or the top of the ball or whatever. So let's just go for a perfect lining instead of, you know, taking too much body language and other stuff into consideration, because we can do that on our live stream. But I also do that. I also talk about it and stuff like that. This guy here, his eye looks a bit dodgy to me. The reason for that is, let me just zoom in a little bit more. The reason for that, if you look at his eyeballs, if you start drawing lines from his eyeballs, that goes in here. But I mean, if you want to be absolutely perfect, the way I draw lines, it's the way if you tell a robot to draw lines for you, it's gonna do the most accurate lining. I'm very good at drawing lines from the eyes, but I'm not probably, you know, as good as thinking about body language and stuff. You know what? It's all BS, because we think like that because, you know, we have to guess what the judge is going to say about the body language, because they talk about it all the time. So anyway, so looking at it, it looks like it's around this area. So just to find the right spot, let's just put a cross. Keep it in mind, this is not my final dot. I am going to have a look at it again. I am going to do a cluster, and then we'll go from there. Now, especially, you know, taking this guy into consideration, it looks like he's looking a bit more to that side. But you have to understand he's heading the ball from the side of his, you know, head, the forehead, that side basically. So it's not gonna be straight up from his head. Do you know what I mean? So basically, what's happening in here is his head is positioned into this direction, right? So come on, stay there. So his head is positioned into this direction, but his the impact of the ball, how it's going, is gonna be in this kind of direction right there. So that's how it's gonna be. And also this guy's head, even though he is looking, you know, his face is tilted down a little bit, but is obviously looking at his eyes and and everything else. It looks like it's faced in this direction. That's where he is roughly looking at. From this guy here also, like I said, it's going to be kind of 90-degree angle. So I am quite confident with this, but I can go a little bit higher than that. But like I said at the beginning of this, because this coordinate that I put on in there, this is not my final coordinate, but that's roughly where it looks like that the player is looking. So I'm quite happy with this lining right there anyway, which is basically touching the edge of that coordinate right there. And then from him, based on his facial expression, the way is faced, that, let's just take that away for a second and just put a cross right there. So let's just delete the first cross that I put on, hide all the lines, and that's where it looks like it's going to be there. Now the thing is, you know, how big the ball is. The ball is going to be quite big in this, because it's going to be almost the same size as the face of this guy. So if we go back to that, that's how it looks. Now if we put that coordinate in there, which is the coordinate that I have selected, which is 2210 1158, Let's put that in there. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be the center of the ball. So 22:10, 11:58. So how do we know that's the accurate size of the ball? You put it on his face and you know it. You know, that's going to be the size of it. Try it on both. You know, so that's roughly going to be the size of it. About 22:10, 11:58 was it? Let me double check that again. Sorry. 22:10, 11:58. Yeah. Okay, so that's how it looks. Okay, in real life, if you was heading the ball, that's how it looks. So me personally think it is gonna be a little bit away from there. Now, if they unless BOTB has drawn the hairs, doesn't look like they did. Let me see. Just go up a little bit. If they did, where did they copy it from? You know, they might have, looks like they might have just drawn the hairs, because if we just zoom in a little bit more, look at the gap in here. This bit is okay, acceptable, but that looks like has been just drawn or copied from somewhere else. Anyway, interesting. Even if they did, now that coordinate that I came up with based on eye lining and stuff, let's just put it in here. 22:10, 11:58. So 22:10. I think it's a bit too low. 11:58. Is there. Now, I think it's a bit too low because the angle the picture was taken, it's not from the straight angle. It's like the camera was like a little bit like that. So that means you are going to see some sort of gap in between the ball and the head, or the hairs. So what I would do then, let's have a look. Let's keep everything the same. Like the angle from this guy and the other guy is a little bit like same, but move this ball away to a little bit more practical position, where the closest we can be in this, looking at the shape of his hairs and stuff like that, just go around this area, because keeping also that into consideration that the judges, obviously they have gone old, and they have kind of missed their Specsavers appointment and stuff like that, so they will not probably be able to guess or the size of the ball, or take that into consideration, that the ball is going to be the size of the ball is going to be quite big in the frame. They will not probably go very technical as that we are going, or we are thinking. I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to make it overcomplicated. Now, the coordinates in between for the ball to be very closest, that's my very closest to be. I personally think it's even going to be a little bit even more away from his head. But even if we go there, the center coordinate is 2148 1092. 2148 1092. Let's just put that coordinate in there. 2148 1093 1094. Oh, I keep forget. Oh my days, I have to go back there again. 1 second, sorry guys. 2148 1095. Okay, so 2148. I did say 1092 before, didn't I? Let's put that there. Okay. So that looks like a bit more realistic area to me. Okay. The other one looks okay in here, but the ball is gonna be bigger than the magnifying glass, if you know what I mean. So if that's the case, then that's where I'm gonna be happy to go over. Okay. Anyway, I have to do that again. 2148, 1092. About this area, okay, so that would look more realistic based on this. So yeah, I mean, which looks okay to me. What do you think? I mean, does it look okay? uh so let's just put the target in there to see how it looks, this coordinate. So if we just put the target in there, that's the target. So as I say that on some pictures, the ball is going to be the size of the zone 3, and that looks perfect to me. Now my only worry is angle wise from this guy. This guy, I'm actually quite confident. From this guy is the issue. Are they going to go more to the right, or they're going to go more to the left? I mean, left in an angle like this, basically. So where they're gonna go, that's my worry. But let's quickly put a cluster right there. So let's hide this target. Let's see how it looks if we draw lines. If we put the older lines back, not too bad actually. Quite like that. Let's draw some lines. Okay. It kind of makes sense. It will always do. But let's see. From him around this area doesn't look too bad. Okay, so let's just do a cluster. Okay, so cluster is going to be like that, not just a rounded cluster. I am going to cover quite a bit this area. So if I play a lot of ticket, I am going to play like that instead of making it a round cluster, if you know what I mean. So I'm not gonna go higher than that because I don't think the judges will go higher than that. I might as well actually go one line higher, just in case. Just in case, and then we'll probably go one line lower from there. Okay. Okay, let's go one more line lower. Reason I always do nearly 75 ticket when I do a cluster, just to try it, not playing obviously, but that looks like a banging cluster, you know. That looks perfect to me. Anyway, that's based on first look. I mean, can you imagine? I haven't seen anyone's coordinate. I haven't asked anyone at all for their opinion, and my mind is fresh. I'm not looking at other people's coordinate. I came up with this cluster. That has to be the most perfect cluster. I feel like playing, you know. That's about 160 quid, but you're not spending that much on BOTB. But anyway, let's do the average. So the cluster, the average of that cluster is 2164, 1094. So 2164, 1094. What do you think, guys? What do you think? The average coordinate, let's just put the magnifying glass there. That's the average. Oh, not this. That is the average coordinate. 21 right there. Oops, this side right there. So 2164, 1094. I think it's a banging coordinate. I think it's the great coordinate. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good coordinate, or you think it's rubbish? Or you think I'm way off, or you think I'm bang on? Let me know in the comment section below, alright? So let's just put the target in there. See how it looks. I think it looks perfect, mate. Trust me, I think it looks perfect. I think it looks perfect. I think that should be the winning area. But like I said, I can be completely wrong. Alright? So don't just follow me. Go with your gut, wherever you think it should be. Okay? So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I know this video is a bit long, but I did it for a reason. I wanted to do the detailed explanation. I don't study this before. Whatever I say is all live, so I don't do anything before, so it's my thought fresh coming out from my brain, just an opinion to your BOTB journey. All right, okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. Let's see if we can get 1,000 subscribers by the end of April. So if you did play the midweek competition, fingers crossed. Hope you guys win, and I will see you guys on my next video. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.